Equivalent circuit of induction machine. So in a transformer, secondary is similar to the induction machine rotor. Induction machine rotor. But in a transformer rotor resistance, transformer secondary resistance R2 and secondary reactance X2 is constant. So from this, the I2 is equal to E2 by R2 plus JX2. But in an induction machine, the rotor parameters like resistance R2 and SX2 reactance. Rotor parameter is constant, but rotor reactance is not constant. It is variable because of slip is variable with respect to speed, and slip is varies from the 0 to 1, 0 to 1. And this is the rotor circuit of induction machine. And the rotor circuit of induction machine, so this is the current I2R current. The rotor current I2R equal to rotor EMF by rotor impedance R2 plus J SX2, R2 plus J SX2. If SE2 by under root, the term can be written as R2 plus SX2 square, SX2 square. Take denominator S as common. From this, S equal to R2 by S square plus X2 square. S is taken as common, so here S is cancelled. S is cancelled. 80 square by the root R2 by S square plus X2 square. Here R2 by S is written as R2 plus R2 minus R2. Here R2 is cancelled, then plus R2 by S. So in this way, here R2 is written as R2, and from this 2 minus R2 and plus R2 by S, the R2 is common, taken R2 is common, and 1 by S minus 1. So R2 by S minus R2. So in place of R2 by S, write this term. So consider this R2 1 by S minus 1 as RL. It is a mechanical equivalent of electrical load. So if R2 by S equal to R2 plus R2 into 1 by S minus 1, so this considered as RL. And R2 by S equal to R2 plus RL. So in the equation, substitute this R2 by S in the above equation. I2R equal to E2 by under root, in place of R2 by S, R2 plus RL. So R2 plus RL square plus X2 square. So for this equation, draw the equivalent circuit. So this is the equivalent circuit for this equation, R2 and X2, and the RL term is there here. In the RL term, it is a variable term because RL equal to 1 by R2 into 1 by s minus 1. So s is the variable term, so s values are varies from the 0 to 1, and x2 is the x2, and here is the e2, rotor emf and rotor current I2 are equal to I2R. So the rotor parameter like rotor resistance R2 and RL is the mechanical load. It is the electrical equivalent of equivalent of mechanical load. It is very important. So the RL equal to R2 into 1 by S minus 1, and rotor reactance X2 equal to X2. It is not a variable because here S term is deleted. The S term is added here, and E2 is the E2 also not a variable term. So this is a simplified term of simplified equivalent circuit of induction machine. Next topic is the power flow in a power flow in induction machine. So there is a three-phase power supply is given to the three-phase power supply input power given to the stator. So that can be say that P1 stator input, when the stator input is given P1, then it may be wasted in the form of stator losses, and after that there is a stator output. This is called P2. The stator output also called rotor input. P1 input power is given to the stator, then some power is wasted in the stator. It is in the form of stator losses, and the remaining power is stator output power. The stator output power P2, and it is also called the rotor input power P2. And the rotor input power is given to the rotor, so the power is wasted in the form of rotor copper losses, and remaining power will be output power of the rotor, and it is also called the gross mechanical power developed by the gross mechanical power developed by rotor PM. Gross mechanical power developed by the rotor, it is PM mechanical power, and it is called PCU. And this gross mechanical power is given input as shaft. At shaft there is a losses, that is mechanical losses, that is friction losses or bearing losses, and remaining power is shaft output power. So this is the output power, shaft output power, and a three-phase input power is given P1 as a starter, then some power is lost in the starter in the form of starter losses. The starter losses are iron and copper losses, starter iron losses and starter copper losses. So after that starter output P2 power, the starter output power is the input to the rotor, and the input power So in that input power, the rotor their power is wasted in the form of copper losses. In the rotor there is no iron losses. In the rotor no iron losses, because in the rotor frequency is very less. Frequency is less. Because of frequency is very less, no iron losses in the rotor. And the mechanical power developed by the rotor, that is called the gross mechanical power developed by the rotor, and the remaining power is sent to the shaft, that is and that the mechanical losses, that is friction and bearing losses and windage losses. And next, the remaining power is the shaft output power. So this is the power flow in induction machine. If P1 is the input power of stator, if P1 equal to root 3 VL IL cos pi, P1 equal to root 3 VL IL cos pi, and the P2 equal to rotor input power here P1 equal to stator losses plus rotor input power P2, and P2 equal to rotor input power P2 equal to PCU plus PM, that is a gross mechanical power developed by the rotor PM, and mechanical losses rotor copper losses PCU, and the PM equal to mechanical losses plus P output. So this is the power flow diagram in induction machine. Three-phase power, P1 is the starter input power, starter losses, and remaining power is the starter output power P2. P2 is the rotor input power P2, and in the rotor input power is given to P2 power is given to the rotor. So in that rotor copper losses PCU, in the rotor there is no iron losses because of frequency is very less, and the remaining power is the gross mechanical power developed by the rotor PM, and there is a mechanical losses, and remaining power is the shaft output power. So it can be said that the P out and input power of starter, and P1 equal to root 3 VL IL cos pi, because of it is a line value. Always there is a line value is considered as a in three-phase system. And P2 is the rotor input power. If starter input power equal to starter losses plus starter output P2, and rotor input power equal to rotor copper losses plus rotor output, that is a mechanical power developed by the rotor. So gross mechanical power developed by the rotor PM equal to P2 minus PCU. It is, so you can say this PM is the rotor in output power equal to rotor input power, this one, and losses. Here PCU is the copper losses 3I2 square R2